Hello, good morning all to all my friends in the world. To those who's following me, how are you? I hope you're doing fine. Today I would like to show you the looks of my garden at the end of September 2021. And in our area it started to becoming cooler, and that means it's too cold for me, although it doesn't really come to the 30 degrees, but maybe about 60s in the night and also in the morning. But my garden and my plants are showing their beautiful growth. The weather here is too hot and it's too cold, like other people do, like other places. Today I have the energy to come out and show you my garden, and I hope you're gonna like it. I don't like to tell you the names of it because I'm not familiar of the name of its individual plant, but since you are watching any kind of YouTube, I believe that you know already. So I'm very sorry, and then ask in the name of its plant. This is so beautiful, and the mother of this is in the ground, and I think it produced 3 pops. So I give some to my friend who's very interested to have this, and the other one I put here in my pots. The mother is very tall now, so I hope it's gonna continue to give me more. I did some repotting also with some of my begonia. This is a very beautiful leaves of begonia. I don't know the specific name, but since I repotted it here, it shows improvement. And also some of my orchids is also showing some buds on a sheet. And this is going to bloom maybe in 2 weeks. Look at that. It shows and it's already cracked. And the other one too is really very healthy. The orchids is here being transferred here outside in my shaded uh, patio, because they need to have fresh air, and also they need some sunlight to bloom. So I can't accommodate them in my kitchen because there are some house plant that I need to protect also from the sun. The shelf that I have this right now is being mixed with some succulent and orchids. Some succulent are too sensitive to the light, so I put them here, and others also I just want them to grow like this. So pretty, and I don't know the name. And look at that, they are really growing good at the top of the shelf. Now we're going to the pergola where I put most of my orchids. Look at this, they are very pretty, and they continue to show their beauties while they're growing tall. And some of the plants that I put here didn't survive, and that's why I have a lot of empty pots. And also this one, I call this jellyfish succulent. This is a cactus succulent in a way. They are very pretty and they bloom a lot. Look at this here. And aside from that, they have a lot of buds around this area. and they like also to put in indirect sunlight, and some of them survive in direct sun but not in the afternoon. Well, this area is a mixture of succulent and orchids, and now this is the Kingianum, purple Kingianum, and they bloom in the early spring. Coconut orchids, and some of this is a Navili, Dendrobium. The one on the top, she's with me for at least, when was that? About six years, I think, but I never seen any bloom. Actually, the bloom of this Myrmicopilla is really pretty, but they usually grow in the coconut tree in Florida, but since I don't have that, I don't know if I have to expose them in the cold. I don't know if they're gonna bloom or not. So the growth of some orchids here, ever since I doubled the shade, it seems that they like it. Maybe the heat of the sun is not really hot or doesn't really enjoy them. So that's why they like it. And look at that, they look very healthy actually. And I have also some collection of Eggplant, and there are a lot of them. They are so easy to grow, and just hang them. And then I put some Spanish moss. This kind of Eggplant, you can just remove one piece or one string, and then they will multiply right away. Look at this. This is so beautiful. I bought this from my friend, and I cannot resist the beauty of it. So I like it. So here is the table that I put all my Phalaenopsis. I have one Dendrobium and Ansep. This is a mixture of orchids, but they're doing great here, and I don't need to remove them on winter because the shade on the top is 3-layered. So I think it's good enough for them to be covered from the cold and the sun. They usually in my patio right here, but I decided to place them here so that they can have some indirect sun and also shaded in the afternoon. This is the only bloom of my white Cattleya, and this orchid was being brought to me by my daughter for the very first time while I'm doing my YouTube long time ago, and during my birthday actually she bought this one. It's very white, and according to her, the only orchids in the nursery, but she got this for $75, and I'm lucky that this white purpurata was being divided into 4 pots, and one of them died, and here is one also, and she is about to bloom. The sheet is really full, and we expect to have another flowers. Not only Cattleya is in bloom, but my Ansep is trying to show some improvement. Like this one, that's supposed to be bloom, but it so happened it's not. But I have one Ansep that is about to bloom, and it's already on the top. This one. The spike is very long. It's about maybe 2 feet before the bloom, and it's kind of too long to wait for the bloom flowers. Behind these orchids right there is pots of succulent. So there are how many pots? There are 3 pots of succulent and 4 orchids. So the succulent will cover the orchids from the sun. And I have it here too, if you're gonna see. This Cattleya already bloomed in the month of May, and I wasn't able to show you, but it's a light pink and very beautiful. The Nabili orchids, the Dendrobium nabili, is doing great. And now look at that. She has 2 kikis actually right here, but I didn't have the chance to repot them because it's too hot, but they like this area. And there is one right here. They're all Nabili orchids. And in the bottom too is a group of succulent spider plants right here. I saved this succulent right here because they're too special to me and it's not easy to find it. So I hope that they're gonna survive again in the winter here. And by the way, I have 2 pots of jackfruits, and this one is already a year old because they died during winter, but maybe on winter I'll bring them inside in my kitchen so they can grow good. Well, in the other side of pergola, you can see that some of them are empty because they got the plants under here died during the summer sun. It's really hot, very, very hot, and they don't grow very good. I have also some pots of Kingianum and Solongini, and also I propagated some Kingianum orchids. While some of this shelf right here is a combination also of succulent. Oh, this flower is really, really smell good, very strong. And this one, Angrigatum, I think it's Angrigatum, never bloomed to me, even for the first time. And here is the second shelf. These Cattleya here are not really the big one. They are a medium size or smaller size of Cattleya, but they are really beautiful. And I have one banda that survived in the winter, and I hope she will continue to survive. But look at that, she is very healthy here in this location, so maybe I will not move her during winter time. And there also is some of my Australian orchids and clivia. And also I have some hanging plants of succulent. And now we're going out to my outside pergola's garden. This is what happened during the sunny day here in my area. The flowers, the plant I planted is not showing healthy growth because of the sun. It is really hot, over 100 degrees. See, that's the way I do. I put too many covers and to protect my collection. This is my Ponytail Palm, and I call it sometimes pregnant onion because she has a big bottom. Cana lily, and here is the beautiful color of, is that coleus? Yeah, they were under the tree, but now the sun is not too hot, so I decided them to expose in the sun so they can show their true colors. And this area, I have also some Bougainvillea. This one is the fuchsia, the yellow Bougainvillea, and that one, I don't understand that. I don't remember the name. And this is the red one. And I have roses and here. Now I would like to show you the eggplant tree. 3 eggplant, not number 3. This is becoming 3. This eggplant is already a year old. This is very, very tall. This is taller than my fence. And yesterday I harvested 9 vegetables of eggplant. Look at that. They have so many veggie. This is the fruits of my eggplant. And now they still have a lot. Look at that. If you're gonna see, there's too many of them. And I'm the only ones eating. That's in between. I never put any fertilizer of my eggplant. But every time I water them, I splash water in the leaves. Maybe that's the one they like. And because this eggplant grows really good here in the fence, so I decided to transfer these 2 eggplant here because they never give me any veggie, and they never fruits. And here is my side. Look at that. And this is my dragon fruit. Usually it's in the side of my house, the other side, but they don't get the afternoon sunlight, so maybe they're very tall now and I never seen any kind of bloom, so I transferred them here, so maybe they give me fruits next year. Sago Palm. And look at this. This spot always shows beautiful color, kind of branch. And now she's also blooming in this area. Her bloom is already done. And I call this a donut. But that's not the name of her. That's not his name. Now I just have to walk around the side of my fences so that you can see. This area is protected from the sun because I have this plastic screen that I put on the top so I can protect them. And I was really disappointed this morning when I noticed that this thing is becoming thin, because last Sunday this is very thick, and I believe that somebody is picking up some branches. And you know, when you like or love your plants, sometimes you get irritated when somebody just keep picking up. This hanging plants succulent is too heavy, and I cannot really lift this up because it's really heavy. I think this is about 50 pounds. The leaves is full of water. This hanging succulent and orchids is under my apple tree. If you're gonna see the fruits here, and this is my apple tree. Also, this is my mini jade tree, Japanese maple tree. And now I would like to show you the fruits of my pomegranate. They are really big, bigger than the softball or baseball. This is really big, and they are not ripe yet. So by November, December, this is the time or the month that I have to harvest them. And look at that. Actually, I cut some branches because they cannot carry their body because of their roots. So they're leaning, and now they're almost in the ground. Look at that. Very fruitful tree, and this is very antioxidant and very expensive if you're gonna buy the juice of pomegranate. And here also is the how you call this, the langhita or mandarin trees. I have a lot of orchids here too. They call that cymbidium orchids. This is another type of string of banana. I don't know why they call that string of banana here. Too many. Sometimes I feel tired of taking care, especially if it's too cold. This is the pomegranate that the fruits is too heavy. Look at that. They're in the ground. I'm gonna show you. They have a small trunk, and the fruits are too heavy, and then it's leaning, or it's already laying down in the soil. Look at that. This is the first year that they do this. Last year, I think they have only 25 fruits in this tree, but now look at that. Can't carry it. It's nice to see, but you know, how can I eat all of them? There are too many of them. I'm glad that they gave me a lot of blessings. But look at this, guys, so red, and this is not ripe, even if it's red. You can tell a pomegranate is red if this is dry and closed. But they're still open, so they're not ready yet. The grass is not growing because of the sun. Bermuda cannot survive in the heat of the sun. This is my, I think, caracara orange, and it has 5 fruits. lemon trees. Oh, I don't know who's eating my persimmon tree. See, it's eating, and look at that, they're almost ready, but they didn't grow too good because of the sun. Last year they're very big because not a lot, but this year it's too many, so maybe that's the reason why they don't grow too good. This is my naveli. Oh no, this is a Washington or navel orange. They are very big, but the harvest of this is also December. These are the kind of orange that looks like calamansi. The fruit is too small, and the name is called Marcot. Sampaguita never grew good in this area. The roses kind of dying, but the bell of fire is showing a lot of bloom and very beautiful colors. It's orange, call that fire bell. It's really beautiful flowers. Alright guys, let's go. I think that's all I can tell you right now. This is my backyard garden, and I hope you enjoy watching this. Okay, thank you so much and have a wonderful day. Okay, bye-bye.